Welcome back, train fanatics. It's Chris from Other Side of the Tracks. Behold, a package from Easy Catch out of Staten Island, New York. It is the long-awaited New Hope and Ivyland number 7087, a C30-7 diesel made by MTH RailKing. I did a preview video about this when it was up for pre-order on the Easy Catch website back in August of 2024. And I so much appreciate one of my channel fans for first alerting me to this particular item. And of course, they did sell out a long time ago, as it was a extremely limited run from Easy Catch. So I am very happy to have this here, part of the collection. Ooh, I would have been so mad if I had missed it, as I am a New Hope and Ivyland nut. I love New Hope and Ivyland Railroad. New Hope is such a beautiful town, and railroad there is just so picturesque. It was just a hop and a skip away from when I lived in Pennsylvania, down in Cheltenham Township on Montgomery County, which is next door to Bucks County, where New Hope is. So I do encourage you to take a look at the previous video I did on this C30-7, where I gave a little bit of the history on the model and the real-life edition, which unfortunately no longer exists, but it shall be forever memorialized with this model released by MTH and Easy Catch. So without further ado, let's get this opened. Check it out. I received this package today, this morning. It is March 1st, 2025. I know they had originally anticipated these being shipped in April, so that's pretty close. March, April, 1 month off. All right. The owner of Easy Catch is a fellow named Pat, and I did have a number of email correspondences and phone call chats with him. Very super cool guy. So if you're ever in the Staten Island area, please do stop by his store. Check out his website. I'll have a link in the description of this video. He has an incredible and eclectic mix of custom runs. He is so prolific. Really interesting items. All right, looks like we got some paperwork here. We got the Easy Catch, family-owned operator since 1958. All their contact information, social media, shopping website. Check it out. So many cool things on there. You'll definitely find something you like. Address. Let's see what else we got here. Some of their custom runs. But there's definitely a whole bunch more on their website. Very cool. And label on the box, New Hope and Ivyland. Oh, yes. Oh, it is always a glorious day to get a new Hope and Ivyland engine in the mail. That does not happen very often. It's not as popular as some of the lines, unfortunately. All right. Let's go ahead and give it a look. First time. Oh, it's big. Wow. Nice. Look at that. Looks beautiful. 7087. C30-7. Me likey. Wow. Wow. That is sweet. Let me get this stuff out of the way and remove the protective packaging so we can get a better look. Before I forget, I should mention that it comes with this plow add on to it, 4 spare traction tires. So, said plow and 2 screws. Just put them right there. You'll have a plow on the front here, if desired. There it is in all of its beauty. I love this train. The lettering, gold and black on red. Oh yeah, it's so sharp. It really pops. Now it may be a RailKing, so it's not as detailed as an MTH Premier. More of the details are just molded in, less add-on. These trucks definitely less frills, but again, it was at a very, very affordable cost point. So you really can't complain. And just the fact that it was made in the first place, it's just such a blessing to have, to be honest. Big fan of the New Hope Railroad. So, being that it's a RailKing, we do have, of course, die-cast truck sides, pilot, fuel tank, metal chassis. We have an add-on horn on top here. The handrails are metal. The couplers are both operating. 2 precision flywheel. Looking at the front of the cab, we have illuminated number boards, an illuminated cab interior with 2 hand-painted figurines. We got a little wheel here that's added on. Safety chain. That step plate does not move. Safety yellow on the handrails and steps, grab bars, I should say. And we have the authentic looking New Hope and Ivyland paint scheme. Let's compare that to the Lionel one. Oh yeah, forgot. We got our headlights here too. No, you're not seeing double. Nothing wrong with your eyes. Nothing wrong with your monitor. We got 2 separate diesel New Hope and Ivyland engines here. Of course, this is the Lionel GP30, which came out a few years ago when Lionel had their passenger excursion set for the New Hope and Ivyland Railroad. And whereas this is our MTH RailKing edition, the other O-scale New Hope engine is the number 40 steam engine put out by Metka in 2024. Beautiful, beautiful engine. But alas, I only have 2 loops, so I won't be able to run all 3 New Hope engines simultaneously. But I figured, let's have the diesels together and compare. We'll say, look at the paint schemes, the thickness of these black little lines, decorative lines here that extrude out, flare out from the center in the front here are all the same kind of width, whereas in Lionel, the top one is the width of the stripe that runs the length of the engine, and then the bottom 2 are narrower. So that's one little difference. The maroon is definitely a deeper, richer color on the MTH RailKing engine. Lionel, a little bit more red. And for another point of comparison, here we have the Hennings Trains New Hope and Ivyland RMT Ore Car. So we got that same motif of the gold lettering with black background, and then this maroon color. We got a little bit different shade with each one, but not jarringly different, I would say. Probably the Lionel and Hennings maybe go together a little better. This one's pretty dark. C30-7, much longer engine than the GP30 over here. But even so, this will operate on 031 curves, according to EasyCatch. In fact, total measurements of this engine are 17¼ inches in length by 2¾ inches by 3�7" inches. It is true scale 1/48. So even though it's RailKing, it hasn't been shrunk down or reduced. It is a full scale engine. It's a big one. And looking at the rear of the engine, we do have number boards here as well. Our little design motif as in the front, little step board, and there's the other operating coupler. Taking a look at the underside of the engine, we have our inspection stickers here. Also, the controls for smoke and volume are on the underside. You'll have to rotate the truck in order to access these points here. Note the piece of tape still affixed here. Interesting. From manufacturing. I think I'll leave that there. That's kind of funny. I don't see anything else. Just that little piece of tape. Oh, funny. All right, let's go ahead and fire it up and hear the startup sequence. Easy Catch has another New Hope item coming out to accompany this engine, a 4-car passenger set, also from MTH RailKing. So when that is released, supposedly sometime this spring, 2025, I'll run those cars with this engine as a full Easy Catch New Hope set, and we'll compare those to the Lionel Excursion passenger cars that were released a few years ago. So until then, today we're going to strictly do New Hope and Ivyland freight service. So enjoy. Let's check out these engines together here, rolling down the tracks. We have our Hennings ore loads and our myriad collection of New Hope and Ivyland boxcars with our number 7087. Enjoy. Well, folks, I certainly hope you enjoyed checking out this beautiful new Hope and Ivyland C30-7 number 7087, exclusively from Easy Catch Trains out of Staten Island, New York. Thank you so much, Pat, over there, for bringing this to fruition. Really glad to have it here on the layout with our ever expanding New Hope and Ivyland Railroad Empire. Well, as I previously mentioned, once the passenger cars for this come in, we'll definitely show those here on the channel. Looking forward to that in the very near future. Well, until then, we'll see you next time here on Other Side of the Tracks. Take care. Keep on rolling.